After the incident, Jin Woo, who had been unconscious for 3 days, woke up in a hospital that caters to hunters. Jin Woo was confused about the situation he was in. He also checked his legs and found that they had returned to normal. Jin Woo thought that it might just be a dream. Soon after, Woo Jin-chul and Kang Ta-sik from the Korean Hunters Association entered Jin Woo's room to inquire about something. But before that, Jin Woo asked about the condition of Chi-yul and Ju-hee. Jin-chul said that Chi-yul's condition was improving, although he had lost one hand. However, Chi-yul would likely retire if he wished. Meanwhile, Ju-hee would remain under hospital supervision to recover from her trauma, and there was a possibility she wouldn't continue her work as a hunter. Jin-chul explained that only 6 hunters survived the double dungeon incident. Massive massacres like this were rare. The Korean Hunters Association and Guild White Tiger quickly arrived at the location mentioned by the surviving hunters, but there was no boss room as described. Only a narrow ordinary dungeon corridor was found, with Jin Woo unconscious. No bodies of the hunters were left there. Jin-chul speculated that Jin Woo had undergone a second awakening or reawakening since he was the only one left in the dungeon. Reawakenings sometimes happened to specific hunters and could result in a higher rank than before. Jin-chul had brought a crystal to measure Jin Woo's power ranking. In Jin-chul's opinion, at least an A rank or S rank hunter could have completed such a dungeon. If Jin-chul's assumption that Jin Woo experienced a reawakening was correct, the case would be considered resolved. However, the measuring device showed only the number 10, indicating that Jin Woo remained an E-rank hunter. This made the incident extremely mysterious, as the dungeon disappeared without leaving a single corpse. The Korean Hunters Association then left Jin Woo's room.
彼はどうやって生き延びたんだ。ダンジョンが消えてしまって再調査は不可能。
E級でも普通は70を。あれじゃ一般人と変わりません。
Then, Jin Woo wondered why the Korean Hunters Association didn't see the notification window in front of him. He tried to touch the notification window, but it wasn't a touchscreen. Shortly after, Jin-ah visited Jin Woo with deep concern. Jin-ah scolded Jin Woo for always getting severely injured after completing raids. Determined to make Jin Woo quit his profession as a hunter, Jin-ah even threatened to quit school and take up work to support their living expenses. Then, Jin Woo suddenly asked Jin-ah, "Can you see this? When there's an unread message in a game, how do you open it?"
メッセージボックスを開けばいいんじゃない？
ボックスを開く。
頭の検査でも受けてくる？
次男、昔ゲームばっかやってたじゃん。
そういい、お待たせ。
After Jin-ah left, Jin Woo continued to contemplate the new system he had received. This system worked with Jin Woo's voice alone, and he attempted to open the daily quest commanded by the system. The title of the daily quest was Training to Become Strong. 100 push-ups, 100 curl-ups, 100 squats, and running 10 kilometers. If Jin Woo didn't complete the daily quest, he would face penalties. Initially, Jin Woo thought the system was just a dream, so he slept to avoid encountering it again. On the other side, Jin-chul reported his investigation results about Jin Woo to Gun-hee. The Korean Hunters Association had never dealt with a case like this for years. Gun-hee decided to classify this case as a special one for further investigation. In the Hunters Guild building, Choi Jong-un selected Cha Ha-in to be an instructor for the next B-rank dungeon raid, including new recruits. Initially lacking confidence, Cha Ha-in was convinced by Choi Jong-un, who considered her a reliable hunter. Cha Ha-in only needed to fight as usual and guide the new hunters. Although Hunters Guild was one of the 5 major guilds in Korea, it lacked high-ranking hunters. Choi Jong-un aimed to improve the guild's combat capabilities. At night, a gate appeared in the middle of the road, causing traffic jams. Hours later, Jin Woo, now awake, was transferred to a desert as his punishment. Soon after, a giant poisonous centipede appeared behind him. The system indicated that Jin Woo had to survive there for 4 hours.
どうしたの？この部屋の患者さんが。病院の外に出たってことはないと思うんだけど。
まだあと2時間も。何体いるんだよ。もう限界。
いや、こっちには。私もう一度部屋の方を探してみる。ソンさん？ソンさん、大丈夫ですか？
Since that incident, Jin Woo began following the daily quest commands from the system. On the other hand, Ju-hee received a call from her guild leader to join a D-rank raid at a gate that had recently appeared in various parts of the city. Understanding Ju-hee's situation, the guild leader allowed her to decline the offer and informed her that Jin Woo was awake in the hospital. Happy to hear this news, Ju-hee went to the hospital to visit Jin Woo. However, something bothered her as she still thought about the incident. Hearing the nurses talk about Jin Woo, Ju-hee learned that he ran around the hospital every morning, ignoring the nurses' advice not to overexert himself.
甘くって大きくしたばかりなのに困ったものね。
One thing Jin Woo understood was that the status window in front of him was genuinely real. He also received a skill recovery reward that could restore his body's condition. Jin Woo began studying the system he possessed, including character status, points, inventory, skills, level, etc. All these systems were exactly like those in a game. The higher he leveled up, the stronger Jin Woo became. He also received a random box as a reward after completing quests, usually containing useless items. However, this time, Jin Woo obtained an instant dungeon key from the random box. In the evening, Jin Woo visited his mother, who had been hospitalized for years. He recalled an incident 4 years ago when his mother suddenly fainted. After bringing her to the hospital, the doctor diagnosed her with eternal slumber, caused by the appearance of gates and magic monsters. This symptom could occur when an ordinary human was exposed to a mana-emitting hunter for an extended period. Eternal slumber could drain the victim's life energy, and there was no cure other than prolonging the patient's life. Due to this, Jin Woo worked even harder to support his mother's treatment and his sister's education. One day, Jin Woo felt something different while working. Upon checking with the Korean Hunters Association, he discovered that he had experienced his first awakening as an E-rank hunter. Despite the discrepancy between his expectations and reality, Jin Woo was determined to become stronger. He then went to an underground station to try the instant dungeon key, equipped with everything and ready to escape if anything dangerous happened. After opening his first instant dungeon door, it suddenly closed on its own, surprising Jin Woo. A notification window appeared, stating that Jin Woo had obtained a teleportation stone to exit the instant dungeon. From this point, Jin Woo understood that the instant dungeon was a different dimension from Earth. He had to fight the monsters there alone, without a party or anyone's assistance. Jin Woo couldn't leave until he completed the instant dungeon, except by using the teleportation stone. Jin Woo then started exploring the instant dungeon and fought against 3 goblins. Jin Woo successfully defeated them, exceeding his expectations. However, shortly after, a wolf above his level appeared, and Jin Woo tried to withstand its attacks. Unfortunately, Jin Woo's dagger broke, and he realized that the strength of the monsters depended on the color of their names. Then, Jin Woo's legs suddenly couldn't move. Despite not experiencing trauma after that incident, he still felt fear.
トラウマなんてないと思ったのに